From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventures. From the mountains of the great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. This is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. This week on Americana Outdoors, we're gearing up for another round of passing on traditions and bringing several kids into the outdoors. For some, this is a familiar territory and a chance to expand their hunting skills. And for others, this is their first time getting out in the field to experience the rush that hunting offers. To kick things off, we're introducing Abby Sprangers to the great outdoors for her very first whitetail doe hunt. But as is tradition, Wade took Abby and her dad to the range to get her comfortable with the firearm she'll be using for her hunt before setting her loose on the field.
So when we talk bolt action,
yeah, I know.
Right? Safety's here. Here's your mag. So we'll put one in on the range. The mag goes up underneath, right? And then you'll close it.
Close it.
And when you're ready to go, you put the safety on, and then we're just gonna pull the trigger straight back. Right? Pretend that trigger's connected to your nose and just try and pull it straight back. Just slowly add pressure. It's not gonna kick and recoil much. You've shot this round before, there's not a lot to it. There you go.
Good.
Open it up.
Good.
There you go, put safety on. We'll pull the mag out too.
You can shoot that good and you hit where you're supposed to, dead right there.
Yep.
As Abby and her dad get ready to head out to the field, let's hear why this hunting trip is so special to her.
My dad's always gone hunting, and I just kind of grew up around him coming home from hunting trips, and I just always thought it was so cool, and he was always so proud of himself, and I just wanted to feel that and share that feeling and be able to talk about it and relate to it when he talks about shooting and coming home from hunting trips.
You got her. You got her. Good shot. She's down. She's down. She went down about 30 yards to our right.
Holy crap. Put the safety on.
Open it up. Hey, that was a real good shot. You put it right behind the shoulder from what I could see. Good job.
Holy crap, that was scary.
Is your heart racing?
160.
That is so amazing. I gotta tell you, I get excited for my own hunts, but watching you hunt, like, it's so much more fun.
I want to shoot a buck now. And an axis deer.
You like hunting?
I think we should come back.
Yeah. So what happened? Tell them what happened. Like, first, what came out of the tree line?
First, a buck came out, small, and then the doe followed, and she walked back and forth behind a tree for a good, 10 minutes, and then she finally got clear. We shot her. Well, I shot her.
All right, so she went back this way.
Wow.
She went back this way.
She went this way?
Yeah.
I don't see any blood.
Well, sometimes it takes a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd say I did pretty good. Guys, that's my deer.
That's your deer.
It's my first deer.
It's your deer. Just pick her up, grab her by the ear. Come on, it ain't gonna hurt you.
I'm scared.
It's dead, honey.
I know it's
It
dead.
should have been more scared of you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh. Ugh.
What was that?
I don't know. Its ear feels weird.
It feels like an ear with hair there, kiddo. Good job.
Dead within 30 yards, and that's very clean, very ethical. And it helped us with our management plan because we have to take about 20 of those a year
20 does?
Yep.
to keep the property managed. Because you get too many of them, the entire, property gets overran. Then it gets overgrazed. It's not healthy for the deer, so you have to manage them. You have to hunt them.
Yep.
Sustainable harvest. Cool. Good job.
Good shooting.
Congratulations, Abby. This is a perfect first doe, and you've come out here and accomplished your goal of putting food on the table for your family. We'll return to the field in just a moment, but in the meantime, take this opportunity to subscribe to our Americana Outdoors YouTube channel. For our next youth hunt, we're welcoming some familiar faces back to camp, Landon and Nestle. Over the years during their trips out here at our deer camp, the boys harvested does and bucks and even a couple of pigs. This year, they're moving on to turkeys. Now, after painting on his game face, it was Landon who started the day behind the gun.
Right there. Don't move. Don't move. See this one in front? Get up on the gun. The one in front walking. Which one you got? The guy right there. I'm finding them. Pick the one in the back. The one. Got him. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Come on, buddy. Nice job. Nice job. What'd you think?
It's hard not to move.
Yeah? Were you scared?
No.
No? What do you think of that show? The birds coming in, it's just nuts.
With his bird down, let's take a look at how to tag a turkey.
Big boy.
Which one do you want to take off? What did we just get?
Turkey.
Rio Grande turkey?
So you're only allowed to shoot 4 turkeys?
A year.
Oh,
Depending on the county, it could be 1 or none or 4.
Need to put Haviland Ranch on the top line, and the bottom, it's a county, put Kinney. EY, there we go, okay. I cut out April, right? That tells you what day he was shot.
Congrats, Landon. This bird is almost as big as you, and a great Texas Rio to take back home. Now, before we move on to our next round of hunting, let's take a look back through the years as we've invited kids out to our deer camp and hear from some of our guests about just how special and important it is to get kids involved in the outdoors.
You know, it's a lot of fun taking your kids out into the field, and it's a big deal when your kids get to go into the field with you and get to start to understand what hunting means to the family, to the community. I want them to learn that and to appreciate being able to go out and shoot a doe, eventually shoot a buck, put food on the table.
It's amazing to see your son develop it as a hunter, but also understanding what we're doing too, and we're not just out shooting for fun. I know he's certainly enjoyed every minute of it so far, so it's certainly been a good experience for both of us too.
It's always fun to hunt with him. He's great, love him a lot, and to do this with him, it makes me feel very happy.
For me, being a dad and being able to share these moments and experiences with your son, it's something that I grew up doing, and I love it, and I have a passion for it. And to get away and be outdoors and do things that you just normally wouldn't do on a normal day in a normal setting as a dad, it's something that I love it.
If I could share a few pieces of advice, I think, when it comes to getting kids involved, I've said it many times, make it fun, make it fun, make it fun, make it about them. Let them evolve, let it be about the time outdoors, the bonding experience that goes on. So just make it an enjoyable trip so that they come back and are hooked for life, and that they'll pass it on to their children down the road.
It's so awesome to be able to have him experience this, be a part of it, and super proud of you so much, and love you.
Love you too.
All righty. Good job, bud. Love you.
Love you too.
We'll return to the field in just a moment, but in the meantime, take this opportunity to subscribe to our Americana Outdoors YouTube channel. For our next hunt, we're following along as Nickgieske prepares for his first hunt for exotics. Before he hits the field, Kevin gives him a few refresher tips for handling his firearm at the range.
All right, so are you set? Mm-hmm. Okay, when you're ready, take it off safe. Okay, don't put your finger, there you go. Okay, when you get set, put your finger in and do that slow pull. Get it tight on your shoulder. Remember, cheek down on the gun. Take a full picture here. Feel it good? Okay, when you're ready, get everything tight. Okay, put your head back down on it, like you're doing a follow-up shot. Now, a follow-up shot, eject this and put a new one in. Up, yeah, knock it up. There you go, now back. And then put a new one in case you gotta shoot again. Now, go back to safe and let's see if we can see where you went. There you go, good job. You're in the bullseye right at the bottom.
With a near-perfect shot, Nick fired off a few more practice rounds and then got settled in his hunting blind.
That's okay, good. All right. Here they come, here they come, here they come.
That's a baby.
Yep, look at all of them. Nobody move. Don't move a muscle. Let's just watch them and see what they do. If you're calm and it's good, go ahead and shoot. You nailed it perfect. Reload, reload, reload. Reload. Okay, she went in right there.
Where?
This thing right there.
I can't see it right.
I got her. She's looking right here.
Did I hit her? Is she down?
Yeah, no, she's running. Did the gun feel good? Did everything feel good when you shot? Okay.
After taking his shot, Nick stayed in the blind to give this ewe her time to bed down, and then went boots on the ground looking for her.
Got a little blood right there. That's where she stopped, so she's not bleeding a lot.
I think she went up that way.
Follow the blood. Did you see some over here?
Right there.
Okay, so let's keep going.
Oh, there's some.
Where?
Okay, so from there.
Even with the most dedicated tracking efforts, sometimes we need a little help from the pros, so we called in our friends from Bravo Outdoors to help find this elusive aoudad.
She's on up ahead of us about 76 yards now. So hopefully here in about 100 or 200 yards, we'll get some kind of word that she's found it. And then we'll see what we got. Got her.
Congratulations, Nick. With a little patience and determination, you put an impressive view on the ground that will look great mounted on the wall next to your dad's awdads. You did a great job. We'll return to the field in just a moment, but in the meantime, take this opportunity to subscribe to our Americana Outdoors YouTube channel. As we come up on the end of our show, it's Chloe Gieske's turn to climb into the blind and peer into the field. Last time she joined her dad and sister, she brought home her first white-tailed doe. Now she has her eyes set on a buck.
I need him to just go on away. You're gonna name him Cal. That's a good name for a cow.
I know. He was my best friend.
Let me get this right. The cow that just walked through the field that you've never seen before and is now gone was your best friend. Okay, just making sure I got that right.
Not long after Cow exited the scene, a promising 8-point appeared off to the side of the muddy box blind.
Okay, cool. Let's see what he does. We're going to try to get a shot at him, but we got to be very quiet because we have to move your gun. Let's just see where he goes.
While Chloe took her dad's advice to heart and quietly waited for her deer to move and give her a better shot opportunity, a herd of deer started to trickle into the scene. One by one, does and bucks strolled through, and even a couple axis graced us with their presence. Finally, as the sun was beginning to drop, the 8-pointer came into range.
Okay, get ready. Okay, shoot it. Shoot it. Yep, shoot it. Right on the shoulder. Right on the shoulder. Go.
Did I get him?
You got him.
I did?
You got him. Deer run, Chloe. Deer run. We're going to go look in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Chloe and her brother Nick put in a valiant effort looking for her buck, but as we've seen, sometimes we need a little help from the pros.
So, here's meat. That's meat. That's all meat. So it's, man, I think this might actually be another busted leg.
We tracked her. You come down, you see my hat just a little bit down here. And that's where we stopped.
Got it.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Chloe is going to be so excited.
It's a nice deer. Yep.
Congratulations, Chloe. With a doe and a buck under your belt, maybe some exotics are next in your hunting journey. Before we close out another fun-filled youth hunting show, let's throw it back to Abby's dad, Chris, to hear his thoughts on why it's important to bring kids outside to experience the great outdoors.
As a person who's been in the outdoor industry for a long time, I'm very aware that the legacy and the heritage of hunting traditions is unfortunately starting to dwindle. I look at sports like hunting and fishing and what they've done for me. I mean, I've provided for my family through those industries. I always have. It's created a lot of great memories for me, but it's taught me a lot of life lessons. What is of pinnacle importance is passing that along. You know, if my daughters don't want to fish or hunt, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But I do want them to get a real experience. I do want them to understand why we fish and hunt. What this country has in the United States through the way conservation, wildlife, and fish and all the habitat is funded is unique. We're the only country that has it. It provides an unbelievable amount of wildlife and wild spaces for people to go enjoy through various ways. Hunting and fishing is a couple of them. Helping perpetuate that interest in the outdoors is never a bad thing, and I think it provides them a lot of positive opportunities versus some of the other things that are out there today.
Hey, thank you for watching, and join us next week on a new episode of Americana Outdoors. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production.